there was a night in Montreal. That was
Montreal.
Yeah, we won't touch on that.
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
A lot.
I know.
A lot. A lot. When you wouldn't speak to me in Montreal, you're mad at me.
Why were you mad at him?
I don't know.
Hey,
Look at him. Listen to him.
What?
Is there any
Hey,
doubt why I'm
Why
always
was
mad at
He
him?
was mad at me. He wouldn't talk to me.
He was pouting?
Oh, yeah. Big,
Why?
Ooh, big pout.
What
big
happened?
pout.
Big pout.
Yeah.
Oh, that Montreal.
Yeah. That
Oh.
Montreal.
Oh, that Montreal.
That Montreal.
Yeah, that y'all man, that was bad.
What happened?
Huh?
He was mad at me.
You ever heard Montreal Screwjob? Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that much. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, well, okay,
Yeah.
that's the story we could tell, actually. Because there are two sides to
it's
this.
been told a lot. But
Okay, but not okay. There's different sides to this, though. So, Montreal, Brett versus Sean, Survivor Series.
yeah,
You were off TV,
I was.
but you were there.
I was there.
So, what do you do when you're there? You sit next to me at Gorilla
Yeah.
all night. Sits next to me at Gorilla. The last match, Sean versus Brett. They're doing we did these walk shots all backstage, which we didn't do a lot of back then, but we do them for special matches. I tell him, say, hey, you need to leave because we're going to do this shot. Once I get in the ring, we're good.
I needed to leave.
So he leaves. He doesn't come back. So everything takes place out in the ring. I'm there sitting duck. Just I don't know what's going on. Watch everything happen. Did not know.
You didn't know anything?
Did not know.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting to you, big boy. And everything happens, and I'm pissed because I don't know.
Right.
Everybody comes back, and I'm walking back, and I go back towards where Vince's office is. And there's a giant red-headed basketball player with his arms crossed, staring daggers at me. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I'm like going, you knew.
I didn't know.
Okay. And you look at me, and he looks at me, and he looks at me, and like, you knew, and you sent me away. And I'm looking at him going like, you knew, and you're guarding Vince's office. Big boy. Yes. So there were two sides to this.
Okay. Yeah.
I
So
thought
now-
you knew.
I did not know. 100% did not know at all.
That is
So then-
wild.
You went down to the dressing room.
Yeah.
I went Vince's office.
Yeah.
Then
That I
Briscoe-
was, for the record, I was not guarding. But yeah.
For the record, I didn't send you away for that. I thought you were going to come back and join me.
Yeah.
So now there's the misunderstanding there.
A little bit.
Clearly.
Okay. And so now we come back, and actually this is one of the coolest things I'd probably ever seen. Was the only cool thing in the moment that night was when we entered the dressing room. The only people that were allowed in the dressing room were those that were in the match, and you, me. I think Gorilla was there,
Mm-mm.
and Shane.
Shane, Jerry, and Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Pat wasn't there. Pat was
wasn't there?
not there. Sarge was there. So, but we go in, Ken Shamrock is coming out, and guys, Ken Shamrock went to Vince and said, you need me to stay, boss? And Cool Hand Luke over here goes, get your bag, get out. And went by, and there were people sitting in the locker room and says, get your stuff, get out. Get your stuff, get out.
Clearing it out.
And there were no questions asked. Everybody, they all got out. So now the next day, it's a little heated, a little tense.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's not showing up. We had a basketball game to play.
Got a basketball game to play.
So now, like coming through the door,
Late.
and
Late. It was late.
late. I thought you said wet because you may have been at that point, but it was like you kind of kicked in the door a little bit. You made yourself known that you were there.
A little dramatic entrance. No.
Very dramatic entrance. So he walks up, and it was me, Jack Lanza. I don't know if Vince was there yet, But you shook Jack's hand, and I stuck my hand out, and you just stared at me. And then Vince came up, and he stuck his hand out, and you just stared at him. Didn't shake his hand. And Vince walked away, and I said, you and I need to go talk. And he said, I don't think I have anything to say to you. And then we went and we sat down over where they had the bleachers and stuff backstage. And we sat down, and he just starts in on, you knew. And you set me up, and you sent me away, and blah, 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 blah. I said, you were guarding Vince's office. Says, what are you talking about?
I had to go away, so I went to Vince's office so I could eat his catering. That's why I ended up in Vince's office.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, then we both felt kind of stupid.
You sound like a big
But
old
he was
mess.
mean to me. Michelle, he was mean to me.
I believe that.
You were. There's two sides to every story.
This is true.
Two sides.
Yeah, there's.
The right side?
Yeah. Theoretically, we were both on the same side. Only
We were.
in
It
different
was a
places.
misunderstanding. We both thought the other one knew, and I don't think anybody trusted anybody at that point. And,
Oh, I bet.
And with everything going on,
It was pretty tense. It was a pretty tense night.
it was pretty tense.
Yeah.
Pretty tense. Then we kissed and made up, and everything was good. He's a good kisser, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Why did you have to throw that in there?
Why?
Like you had exclamated
But
the
he didn't say
story, it was
diddle,
good,
like he-
and
at
then
least
you
he
had
said
to take it
kissing.
somewhere that just makes people really disturbed.
You guys
Not in
disturbed?
today's world,
They're
no.
not. They're not.
Well, this is not this degenerate group.
Yeah, nobody's disturbed.
I'm glad they stopped doing drugs while we did this.
Wow.
Look, you made it. You promised me.
Huh?
Said, hey,
Shut
want to do my
up.
show?
Will you
And-
quit talking so much?
What? Oh,
Jeez.
I thought that's what you do on these things.
No, not this one.
That's mine. That's
Yeah,
mine.
you just push the button. You don't look
Yeah,
on the
something to wrestle with, Bruce Prichard. Do not edit that out either. Yes, I'm back, folks. Oh,
No, your podcast doesn't have heat with me at all.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's go
You
put
do that all by yourself?
I do it with Conrad Thompson,
Well, I know, Comrade.
but I do it all by myself. Yeah, no guests needed.
Really?
Yeah.
I need guests.
We need guests.
Well, you're.
I don't. I can't. I can't remember. I can remember certain things and certain hazy things, and I don't even know that it's because I'm punchy. Really.
You're
Hello?
disconnected. What?
What? There was one.
Hello?
Something got disconnected.
Twice. Same night.
Oh, Lordy.
You know the other thing that you did to me one time?
What?
Maybe drink pickle juice and Jack.
Ew.
I
Ugh.
do kind of. That does ring a bell.
And you remember I threw up all over you.
What-
You
but
and Ted
why does that-
DiBiase.
I think it was more the amount of Jack that you may have drinking before the pickle juice, but
But why'd you
pickle-
combine
well,
the two?
Somebody wanted to do the pickle.
You have cramps?
Somebody wanted
Somebody-
to do
it was
pickle
somebody-
juice
yeah.
and Jack shots. So I hate pickles. As much as he hates cucumbers, I hate pickles.
Do you eat cucumbers?
I will eat cucumbers.
And you'll
but I
eat
won't
pickles. This makes zero
He'll eat
sense,
pickles, but
guys.
I won't. Well, no, the cucumber thing's a little weird.
who
But
talking?
so they did the pickle juice thing, and I go, guys, I'm gonna throw up. And him and DiBiase held me and had me hooked at the bar, and then they poured
Poured
the
on.
pickle juice and the Jack. I was like, all right,
Came right back
threw
up.
up all over him.
Oh,
Can't handle your Jack and pickle juice,
No,
man.
sure can. But I told you, I warned you ahead of time.